This topic has been a difficult topic for the American people.
Sex education sometimes is not only school district by school district, it's sometimes school by school.
Abstinence for young people is the only certain way to avoid sexually transmitted diseases.
We support sound prevention policy, not political ideology.
We don't deal with it as a public health issue. Too often we deal with it as a political issue.
You don't get 100% of what you want, period, in this business.
And what is true and what is false about human sexuality? What is right, what is wrong, what is good, what is not good?
And frankly, contraceptives are not effective.
But I would recommend, members, that we reject this bill.
I think the fact that the most effective programs in this country aren't getting public dollars is indicative of just how much of a mess we are in.
The programs that work are right here.
Given that the public overwhelmingly supports sex education, I can only hope that this will eventually be corrected.
More than 80% of Minnesotans want their kids getting comprehensive sexuality education in schools. And not only that, but the majority of parents think that their kids already are getting it. So they're not only think that people are getting it, they want their kids to get it, they think they're getting it, and they realize that it's very subjective at this point. Basically, sex education, what your school district teaches depends on what the school board decides. And it can be very individual. You could have one district doing one thing and another district doing an entirely different thing. So what we want to do is basically set up a standard sex education mandate that doesn't basically dictate the curriculum, but it dictates the principles that must be touched upon in the classroom when working with 7th through 12th graders on comprehensive sex education. These principles must be met. Education on contraception, education on abstinence, education on transmission of STIs and STDs, healthy relationships, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Make sure those standards are met, but the community has the ability to sort of pick and choose.
A recent national study concluded that no evidence exists that abstinence programs delay the initiation of sex or reduce the number of sexual partners among teens. This comes on the heels of a long-awaited congressional report released in April that also found that teaching abstinence didn't decrease the likelihood that teens would have sex. So while those in Congress who know these programs don't work are using them as bait to trade with hardcore conservatives who would like them to work, the taxpayers are stuck with a nearly $200 million bill for it.
But I think abstinence is like the, I don't know how to put it, like the main, everyone should be abstinent or whatever, but it's not realistic at all.